This episode is brought to you by XBar. For 25% off your first order, visit rxbar.com/candy and enter promo code CANDY at checkout. Hi, Sarah.
Whoa, Susie!
Don't you love that music?
You know what, Suze?
What?
Most people would take this maybe as like an insult, but I hope you take it as a compliment. You look very bookish today.
I do take that as a compliment.
I knew you would.
I'm about to get new spectacles, too.
Oh my God.
I'm just going to be super nerdy around
That's
here.
amazing. You know, our friend Mariana, she got a new pair, and I saw the website she got it from. This is like not an ad for them, but it was like super inexpensive, and I think I need to, like, I have a prescription too, and it makes me want to get my glasses.
What's the matter with your eyes?
I think the doctor when I was little said I messed things up from reading too much.
That is false.
Which is baloney.
But what, you just have nearsighted or what?
It's when I am driving, things I can't read signs. So I guess that's nearsighted.
It's the weirdest diagnosis I've ever heard.
Said it was like you got too used to reading things close up and you couldn't read things far away.
Wow.
That doesn't make sense though.
But like go
What
with
are your
it.
problems?
I have one good eye and one bad eye.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Do you say nicer things to the good one than the bad one? Did they develop a complex?
One's naughty and one is, mama's pet. But yeah, I need some new specs because you made fun of mine. Remember when I showed you mine?
Oh, I probably did do that.
I mean,
I'm sorry.
They're like 16 years old.
Then I
so-
should, yeah. You would make fun of mine if you saw them too. Let's take a picture in our old specs and post them.
Okay.
Mine are hideous.
What are they like? Plastic
They're
or metal?
purple framed.
Oh, really?
But like not really cool.
From what year are we talking here?
Okay, class of 2000.
Carry the
So
two.
it would be 2002.
Right. I think we bought ours like the same year.
Yeah, this will be great.
That's awesome. All right, we'll do that.
I can't wait.
Yeah. All right.
If there's any glasses company out there who wants to sponsor
I
us.
know. Where are the glasses
What the heck?
companies? Right. Okay. What do you... Oh, I watched this video. I was so glad that I watched it.
Oh, yeah.
Because there was an accompanying article, and I'll usually go for the article when I have the choice. Mm-hmm. But it was a short film about the guy that made the bust of Cristiano Ronaldo.
Oh, is this the one that's terrible?
You know that bust? Like,
Yeah.
bronze head sitting on this thing, and like, it's supposed to be Ronaldo, and like it became this viral meme.
I love those.
Thing,
Yeah.
because it was really, really bad.
There's nothing better.
And like that soccer player comes to the ceremony and is there when they unveil it.
Could you even imagine?
Right, and I never thought about it until I watched this film, but what happens when you're the person that made the bust?
So sad.
It was so sad, Sarah.
Oh, no.
He
But was it like one of those things where
had bust.
where they make it like it's kind of like the style, you know?
I
Or is
love
it-
this so much because he kind of pretends now that like he was going for an affect.
Yeah, like it's abstract. It's to catch his essence.
Yeah.
Something like that.
But clearly this was the first bust he ever made.
This needs to be posted in the just to get a laugh. Okay.
You have to watch this film though too, because I think it was the Bleacher Report, and they decided to give him another chance. So he made a new one.
No,
Yeah.
that's like almost more of a joke. Oh, no.
Okay, so the new one's much better.
Oh, it's much better.
But
I
it
see
still
both.
doesn't look like Ronaldo.
I see both.
But it's okay.
You know, the funniest thing that I see on here is somebody who did I don't know what they did, morphed Cristiano Ronaldo's face to look like it would be if it were the bust. Oh, that's so sad. Oh, it's so sad.
It's so awesome because it's terrible. It's terrible.
The new one looks good though.
The new one looks like a proper bust.
Well, the new one just looks like
a man, a Ken doll.
Yes, like a superhero, like
But if
Superman.
you think about it, that's what Ronaldo looks like. He looks like a Ken doll, too.
Oh, my God. He is so hot.
He really is. And the bust was not. And that's
He's almost too pretty for me. You know what? I'll take the bust.
You like a quirky guy.
I need him to be I want to be the better looking one. I mean, no, sorry, Landon.
Right.
Landon is really handsome. And sometimes when he's well dressed, I'm like, I have a problem with this.
You need him to look more like the effed up bust.
God.
But it was really so sad so they interviewed the guy and his wife, and he has a son, and the son was at the ceremony and was so proud of his dad, and then it went tits up, and they were
It's just because you have the word bust on your mind, please.
Right,
tits
I
up.
primed myself. They were crying, Sarah.
Not tears of joy.
No, they were it was.
Did they know
so
instantly?
painful.
Why did people boo it? What was it like in that moment?
Nobody booed it that day, but it was not.
Well,
it was almost immediate because the pictures went out on Twitter, and then
people were like, "What the fuck?"
Because come on, and the New York Times did a story on it. This doesn't look anything like him.
Oh no!
And he still stands by that. He thinks it was a decent one.
Has anybody ever done a picture of you that looks not right?
It's such a good question. Not that I recall. How about you?
Oh my God. I just remembered. Yes.
What? What happened?
Oh my God. Now I have to post this picture. Landon and I just found this the other day too. What are the chances we talk about this?
Tell me.
So Landon and I thought it would be a good idea for our engagement photos to get a sketch done of one of our favorite pictures of us together by an artist that Landon follows on Instagram and does really cool these just really cool sketches and I don't know what happened in the translation of the photo to the sketch, but I have a big old gap in between my teeth.
That's weird because your teeth are some of your best features.
That's what I thought. And
them.
I was like, do I have a gap? Which I'm kind of cool with, but not. This one is an obvious gap.
Almost like you have crooked teeth too?
Just kind of
or
the
Michael
left side
Strahan.
and the right side decided to take one half a step away from each other.
That is so weird.
It's so bizarre. Then I went in there to try to fix it. That didn't help.
You went in there with
it's
a pencil?
It was a pencil sketch. And then I was under the impression all of his other sketches came in red pen and cool and sketchy. This one was not. And I was and it was pricey.
Really?
Yeah. And so basically it went back in the tube and up in storage. And I cleaned out our art stuff the other day. And it was going to be our when you send out on the invitation. It was going to be a cool, sketchy drawing of us. No.
Sarah.
No.
So when you received it, you weren't excuse me.
No, we were. What do you say? What do you say?
I might say that I don't have a gap between my teeth.
I know, but I don't know. I felt
that
it's
is
the artist's rendition of the person.
Okay, but the facts are the facts.
That's true. But, what is he going to do? Get out a tape measure and be well, because there's a little one.
It's paper thin.
Paper thin, I know, but he didn't make it paper thin.
That is really funny. Well, did Landon's image
We're gonna
resemble him?
We're going to have to look at it. We're going to have to do some, investigate.
Was the tooth the only problem?
I think
I don't know why this is so funny.
I think it was.
The rest of your face was accurate? Or was it full body?
No, just faces. And I think I liked it too. And then I was what the fuck? I really like it because
Couldn't you erase his pencils?
Yeah. I was too scared. It was one of those things.
I think it might be time.
I know I should. It's been so long.
If it's better than being in the tube.
Right.
That is really funny, though.
Yeah.
I want to see, make sure you get a picture of the before.
Yeah. What if it becomes our new favorite piece of art?
Well, do you remember I wanted to have me and you a picture then of us.
The Sweet Valley High one.
Yes.
Oh my God.
I wanted to commission the artist that
Yes.
does the Sweet Valley High covers to do one of us because he's available.
That's amazing. Well, then I saw that actual Sweet Valley High cover and I thought it was of us. And I was we don't need that. We can just get this one and say it's Sarah and Susie. Because it looks
our money.
exactly like us. We are basic white girls, blonde girls.
Yeah, you're so right about
I just got tattoos and you got boobs to kind of try to like make us look a little more unique.
I can't. I got to get something off my chest.
Please.
I am in love. I'm in love with my Dagny Dover.
Me too. Susie, it is like...
life-changing.
Yes, totally. Like a fresh start with organization because of my well-organized bag.
We both, Sarah and I, got this Allen tote from Dagny Dover, which is a leather bag. And I've had a lot of bags in my day. Ain't nothing like this Allen tote. And it's super practical because inside it has like a laptop pocket. It has a thing for your keys. It has a spot for your cell phone.
Yeah, let's play what's your favorite part of the bag.
Well, mine obviously is the spot for the water bottle.
Mine is the keychain leash. So I always know where my keys are now.
Yeah, Sarah has a problem with losing things. But here's the best part. The leather is gorgeous. It's so nice. Like, I had a sensory experience where I was like, I love the smell of it. I love the feel of it. I love the touch. I love the look.
You know what else I love? The prize.
The best part about Dagny Dover is that they're giving you guys a deal. And here's some of the reasons why you need to get it. The bags are basically lifetime bags. Like, it's like an investment where you get this bag and you'll have it for the rest of your life. Dagny Dover is offering our listeners 20% off your purchase when you go to dagnydover.com/braincandy and enter our code BRAINCANDY. Don't put off getting organized. Our bag changed our life. Check them out at dagnydover.com/braincandy, DAGNE Dover.com/braincandy, and use our code BRAINCANDY to get 20% off your order. You'll be happy you did.
I'm happy I did.
They
have the clutch and the wallet and another bag. I'm set.
That's the thing. Like, you're going to go on the site and be like, well, how do I choose? Because there's so many goodies.
So you just got to get a few.
All right. Back to the show.
Speaking of things looking unique.
Yeah.
Have you heard, I've read 2 articles on this recently and just heard people talking about this subject. I think I was on an NPR or something. And have you heard of the term reality face?
No.
So plastic surgeons
are
recognizing that faces are starting to look like each other on reality television.
Tell me everything. I am like going to write notes on this.
It's actually called reality face. And
this is insane.
And there are... I didn't know you would be as interested in this as you are. I'm so excited.
I would have looked into it more.
Yeah, I would have done a deep dive, which is also my new favorite
I want to
phrase.
Glean from this is... Are they implying that people are being cast because they look a certain way, or they're morphing their faces?
Morphing their faces to look a certain way. So they said it's a ratio on the lip, like an equal ratio of lip, a top lip to bottom lip, which is kind of unnatural. So the top lip and the bottom lip are the same size. The forehead is really smooth. Yeah. The brows are very, defined and big. And there was something else about the nose.
And
but
this is people on reality TV are is that what you're saying? People on reality TV are starting to all look the same.
Yes.
And then are people trying to look like that?
Yes. Okay. And that is what then they go in and a lot of people, what's happening where they're seeing this is because people get mistaken for each other, and nobody can keep anybody straight because they all look exactly alike.
I just cannot get over that.
So it said, one article said that the daughter of Kim Zolciak, or however her name, Birdman. Mm-hmm. I'm probably totally slaughtering her name. The girl from Kim from Real Housewives of Atlanta.
Yeah.
That her daughter looked exactly like the Real Housewives of Miami, Larsa Pippen. Like they were dead ringers for each other, who could all be easily mistaken for sisters such as Olivia Atwood and Megan McKenna.
I can't believe this.
I mean, they all look at these gals.
Wow, right.
They look like they're sharing.
Fembots. Is it just women though?
Of course it is. Well, for Christ's sake, what do you think?
No, Sarah. I mean, like, do the guys on the show share traits that are similar as well to each other? Not.
I mean, just like the size of their wallets.
Sarah, not all reality shows are about rich people.
Well, I know that, but oh my God.
Sarah, that is crazy.
It's ridiculous. Well, and it kind of like,
Reality face?
Yeah, that's what they're calling it.
Oh, my God. Well, could we more, like, it seems like this is a Kardashian phenomenon.
Yeah.
Like, rather than reality TV, it's almost like a cultural thing because of their influence. Wouldn't you say?
Yes. Well, and you know how on our show, it was like there was a trend that as soon as you won and you got a little bit of money, you got your boobs done?
Yes.
And this is not everybody, but a lot of people.
Yeah.
There is now I see the lips added onto that.
Oh, totally.
On our show. So now it's like, so I think we're going to start to see a similar look from the gals on there.
Okay, so what do you think drives that?
Don't you remember that picture that you posted of from like years ago from the Gauntlet or something, where it was like, oh my God, they're actual human beings.
Yeah, like imperfect.
Yeah, I was like, holy crap! I could have blended in on this season, but I stand out like sore thumb on the new one.
Yeah, back Gauntlet 2, and there was this candid shot of Beth and Katie Cooley and Robin, all very pretty girls.
Yeah.
But they look very different from the people that are on the show now.
Yes.
Right.
Crazy.
But so do you think that it's a cultural... I'm sorry I have so many follow-up questions, but it's just
I like it.
Interesting. Do you think that it's a cultural thing in terms of the challenge? I always felt like it was because of the way the male cast members talked about the women, but I suppose that it is that combined with then what you hear from the audience.
And what you
viewers.
see from other people who are posting things on their social media accounts and things like that. Right?
Yeah.
I mean, I look at those gals now and I'm like, oh my God, I'm not in that. We're playing two different games here.
Yeah.
Like, you know.
Well, I mean, it's that fast. I'm so glad you brought that up. I'm going to look more into it.
Yeah, reality face.
I'll tell you what people should look into is how yummy and convenient our XBars are.
Delicious.
They're so good.
Sea salt is always going to be my favorite.
Me too.
Yeah.
Some people, there's all different flavors as we're alluding to. Some people like the fruit style.
Landon's a fruit fan.
Some people like the chocolate sweet. Some people like the peanut butter because they're like...
But what I definitely love is the no BS.
Right! That's what's cool. So RX Bar has this great policy where they use real ingredients that are not hard to pronounce. It's like eating 3 egg whites, 2 dates, 6 almonds. They're the core ingredients. And as Sarah said, no BS. And it's real food ingredients, but they taste really good. And they have a flavor no matter what you're into. And it's great for like if you're traveling, throw it in your bag to go on a plane. Or if you're going to the gym and you want something for after your workout or going to school or work, wherever you want like a convenient on-the-go snack, but, you know, that doesn't taste gross.
Right.
This is so good. And, a lot of our listeners have been tweeting to us and saying that they love the taste and they tried them and they're so convenient and they're glad that they can finally have something nutritious for on the go. And they're giving our listeners 25% off your first order. Just visit rxbar.com/candy and enter promo code candy at checkouts. That's 25% off your first order. Visit rxbar.com/candy and enter promo code candy at checkout. So that's a really good deal. And delish.
Yeah. Airport one is the best way to go for that.
That is always a problem for me because the airport is the real...
And they're like, I'm sorry, that'll be $26 million for this magazine and gum and one thing you got.
Right.
And I'm not about that life.
And it's probably not good for you anyway.
Right.
Yeah. Okay. Ronaldo's Bust.
Yep.
Went over that.
Yep.
You look like you have something to say.
No, I do not.
What do you think about this?
I mean, I'm sure I can come up with something.
What do you think about, you know, the, whatever you'd call it?
Gonna need some
hookup
more
site?
Oh.
Grindr?
Oh, yeah.
Would you call it a hookup site or like a dating app?
Well.
But really, what is it?
It's a hookup site, right?
But
dating app.
Technically.
Yeah.
Okay, well,
There's
anyway,
probably
Grindr.
a name for those
for gay
type
folks.
Of apps.
Yeah.
Okay, got it, Grindr.
Grindr. They shared the HIV status of their users with a third party.
What?
What do you think about that?
Not okay. Why are they asking that to begin with?
I think that
Is it part of they sort it?
Yeah, I think what it does is
but like,
asks when you were tested last.
Yeah, but why don't they do that on straight sites?
Right. I don't know. But they do. And then they took that info and they shared it with a third party, which here's the dilemma for me. I get why people feel violated whenever their information is shared and they feel their privacy has been exploited and all that stuff. But in terms of Grindr, they say that it was going to be used by companies that could then offer services, of course, to help people that are HIV positive. So is that a bad thing?
No.
Kind of, though.
But, like, it's one of those all or nothing things. We've talked about this before on here, where it's like, yes, sure, but it's a slippery slope. Mm-hmm. Like, data breaches or the collection of data for one thing it's not always used for good. It's often used for evil.
Right.
As soon as I walk into Target, I'm like, take all my information. I don't know what you're going to do with it, but I love your prices.
Well, yeah, because
never going to stop shopping here.
How do we know that they do that? Like, I know that we know, but do they admit it?
I think so.
Okay.
I think they do.
Right.
Yeah,
do you turn on their Wi-Fi, though?
Well, yeah.
Because it's a dead zone.
It's a dead zone. You got to.
Right.
And then I got to, and also because I have already saved, let's see, I think I've saved over $40 in coupons.
I know.
So, what the heck?
Yeah, we love a bargain.
I love a bargain.
Yeah, I don't know. It's kind of scandalous. But I wonder, that got my wheels turning. And then separately, this is not similar, except that it's about privacy and what people will do with your stuff.
Yes.
I was reading on Adweek about how there is an organization that's warning parents to stop posting, like, nudie pics of your little babies, like, on social media.
I would say that, too.
And obviously, if you're a public figure, somebody could follow you just to see those if they're a perv. But then I didn't realize how easy it was for them to then take it and manipulate it and put it up on other sites, which is even more troubling.
That's terrifying.
Yeah.
That whole manipulation of images to begin with.
Yeah.
Like, now they're able to do some sort of, like, face swap software to where it looks like you're in the porn.
Porn, right.
Yes.
What do you think of that?
Oh, my God. What do you do?
Mm-hmm.
How do you
By the way, there's a gardener outside right now, and it's making me crazy.
And our window shut?
It's not okay. And what can I do?
How dare you sweep up the leaves and do your job? We're trying to do ours.
It wasn't there all day.
You jerk. Oh, right.
And as soon as we push record.
Ugh.
Anyway, sorry about that, people.
Right.
This is the quality
but
you
know
come
that
to
we
expect.
have a very, very clean driveway.
Anyway, yeah, I mean, I remember when Lincoln was little, I posted this picture of, he was a naked kid. Like, he liked to be naked all the time.
Yeah. So did my brother. We called him Nature Boy just because of that.
Some kids really don't like fabric on their skin and stuff. And it's too much stimulation. And so he was always naked, and there was a picture of him at the sandbox outside, totally naked. But you couldn't see his ding-dong or anything. But you knew that he was naked, and somebody flagged it on Instagram, and Instagram took it down and yelled at me about it. And, like, I get the principle that you're protecting kids, but also, if you can't see a willy...
And I also think that I have a problem with bikinis for little girls because it says that you have a chest that we should cover up, and it's sexual.
Right. So, but then what age do you think they need to be covered?
At age where they start to, oh God, no.
See?
You're right. 6 maybe. When I think
that's
when there's
so
an
arbitrary.
when there's an awareness of when they start asking questions.
Yeah.
You know?
I get what you're saying.
The same reason, like, there's an age where you, like, it's, like, not as okay to shower with your kid anymore.
True. Yeah.
It's like when they're asking, when they're getting too up in your business.
Right.
Yeah.
I saw, a friend of mine, her husband was taking a bath with their little baby who's, I don't know, 6 months old. Mm-hmm. And I always took baths with Lincoln. It was like the best until they poop in there. Then it's not. And Lincoln Logs got a whole new meaning.
That's hilarious.
But
Lincoln Logs. He's going to use that joke so much when he's in the locker room in junior high.
Right. Well, anyway, the dad wore swim trunks when he was in there with his 6-month-old baby. And I thought, is it weird or is it... And he even said that in his caption. He's like, is it weird that I do this? Or would it be weird if I didn't?
Well, it's weird if you're doing that and you're taking pictures.
They did.
Well, I know, but they did. And if he didn't have swim trunks on and they were taking pictures, it would be more weird. That's what I'm saying.
Sure.
So it's nice that you put the swim trunks on for the photo.
But he says he always does. And I was like, wonder why though? Because she doesn't. She's not even able to.
You know, maybe
everybody has different.
And there's probably a reason for his.
But like. Okay, so I used to do it with Lincoln. Wouldn't it have been weird if I was like putting on my one piece every time I got the
Since he did come out of your vagina 6 months ago.
Well, so what's the difference?
I mean, there's not much, but it's like I said, it's the age of awareness. You know, like when they can talk and they can, you know, they have a idea of, you know, and it's and then there's like some self-sufficiency too. Like you do it when it's appropriate.
Okay.
Because they're like, you know, they can't clean. You're friggin' wiping their ass, for Christ's sake.
That's what
He's allowed to see yours.
Yeah, fair is fair.
When it goes both ways, and as soon as you start wiping your own, you don't get to see mine anymore.
All right.
That's probably...
That's Sarah's policy.
Yeah.
P.S. Sarah and I went to a comedy show.
Oh, it was so good. It was so funny. Zach Galifianakis.
Yeah.
Susie is the proud owner of Zach Galifianakis'
Notebook.
Empty Notebook.
Yeah. It was for charity, and we saw Zach Galifianakis, Tig Notaro, Wendy Liebman, Jen Kirkman.
You're so good with names.
Well, I love comedy, so I know them already. But then afterwards, they had that auction, and I was bidding on Zach's notebook that he had thrown. Which one was it? He had thrown it into the crowd, or he had thrown it outside?
Outside. Yeah, because of a joke that didn't go over well.
Right. It was really funny, and I was hoping there might be a little scribble of something. So but it's all right. It's like magical all the same to me.
It's invisible ink.
And it was for a great cause.
Yes. For PAVE.
Yes. For
wonderful
PAVE.
As always.
Yes. I keep laughing about the Tig Notaro bit where she talked about Gladys Knight and the Pips and how she loves Gladys Knight, but she's like meh on the Pips. And then how she played the song and lip synced to Gladys. And then would get annoyed every time that the Pips would do the echo. Yeah. And it made me laugh so hard because it's so true. They shouldn't have even got billing.
Get out of there. Quiet down, you guys.
It was really good. I love Tig.
Yeah, she's so funny.
Any hoodles. Okay, there's this Mormon ritual.
Oh, I love when we just dive into Mormon rituals like that.
Speaking of Mormon rituals.
Yeah, speaking of hilarious.
There's this Mormon ritual called the Family Home Evening.
Oh, I love this ritual.
Okay.
Yeah, Wednesday nights. I mean, it could be any night you want, but...
Well, they typically do it Monday, evidently.
Oh, then Monday nights.
Yeah.
Just guessing it.
I had never heard of it, which is
I can't believe
always fun for me when I come across a little bit of popular religiosity that I'm not familiar with. Yeah. The Mormons, for over 100 years, have been dedicating this evening to family time. And they like play games. I mean, they do pray TV. And stuff, but mostly it's not religious. It's mostly just
family time.
Quality time. The thing about the article, which by the way was in the Atlantic, if you want to read it, I'll put it in the newsletter, was that the kids tend to not like it because it's forced. Like horny.
I didn't. Okay. Go ahead.
But then when they grow into adults, they look back on it with fondness.
Yeah.
And I think
like
that's
everything.
Yeah, but that's what's weird to me. It's like, why are we like that?
Why are we awful? Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Well, I think the same. Oh my God, I think the same about things that my grandma tried to get me to do with her.
Like what?
Or just like calling her often. You know.
Yeah.
And when they're gone, you're like, oh, I should have definitely done that. Even
but
if you did it.
But it's boring.
I know. Why are we like that?
But that's the thing is like human nature, and teens especially are always like, no, I don't want to do that.
Oh my God, why are teenagers are the worst?
They're the worst.
Because
why?
They're learning to make decisions on their own, and when they don't even want to be told anything to do. But I had a lot of Mormon friends growing up, and they all loved.
Yeah, well, you hung out with the camper types.
We were campy.
Yeah, and I think that's so cool because that type of kid is really nice.
They are nice. But, it was just Easter, and I had my sisters-in-law over, and I didn't think they were going to be as into it, but they were really into egg decorating. Mm-hmm. And I loved that.
Yeah.
And I was like, some kids are into that, But
do you think it's a gender thing?
My brothers to do it.
Maybe it is.
But you said your kid wanted to do egg dyeing.
Oh, yeah. He loves it.
Yeah.
Little kids really like egg dyeing.
Yeah.
Because it's messy.
Yes.
Yeah,
I know. Tell that to my white cabinets.
Oh, my
you
God.
Don't need
what
to tell
were you doing? Your cabinets?
No, just dyeing the Easter eggs, but it just happened to splatter.
Wow. You guys must have really rambunctious egg dyeing.
Well, you know what I think it is? How I told you I poke a hole in it and you get the hollow ones? Well, they fill up with water. If
that
you're
is
not careful.
terrible.
Then you gotta,
that is a terrible method.
I'm going to send you the picture of my adorable egg tree, and you're going to You're going to just... And all of you egg blower people out there, you write her. You write her right now.
They look cute.
Her.
They look cute, and I get
when they last.
Yes. But every other aspect is like, really?
Miserable. Oh, yeah, you should have seen my husband as we were doing that. He was like, this seems like an awful idea. And then I was showing him, I'm like, here's how you do it. And it cracked and broke my face.
And you got egg on your face.
I don't think that joke wasn't used. It was.
But we were just talking about that. Remember, we were trying to figure out the origin.
And that's why I was like,
maybe that's the origin. Your shitty
stupid
Easter
egg blowing
celebration.
Things.
He is risen.
I have 360 however many days to come up with a new way to do it. So.
You know what else has been rising?
What?
Interest rates.
That sounds like something out of the show The Office, but go on because now you have piqued my interest.
Well, average interest rates on credit card debt are 17% APR. And
whoa,
a lot of people don't know what their rates are. It's really high. That's a lot of money that people spend.
Money that they just take.
Yes, they take it, and we are not putting up with it anymore around here.
Yes.
You can combine your credit card balances now into one low fixed monthly payment thanks to Lightstream's credit card consolidation loan. And you can get a fixed interest rate as low as 5.49% APR with auto pay. And you could save thousands of dollars in interest. And hello, I want to save thousands of dollars. You can get a loan from $5,000 to $100,000. There are no fees. I found it to be really easy when I went to the site. Like, you just go on and you put a little bit of information in. It doesn't take a lot of time. Sometimes they ask for so much stuff, and you're like, forget it. This isn't like that, which I really thought was encouraging if you just want to kind of poke around and have a look. If you apply today, get an additional interest rate discount on top of Lightstream's already low rates. The only way for our listeners with good credit to get this special interest rate discount is to go to lightstream.com/braincandy. That's lightstream.com/braincandy, lightstream.com/braincandy. Subject to credit approval, rate includes 0.50% autopay discount available only when you select autopay prior to loan funding. Terms and conditions apply and offers are subject to change without notice. Visit lightstream.com for important information about limits on Lightstream loans and same-day funding. Okay. I really was impressed with my segue on that one.
That was really good.
Thank you, Sarah.
I very much enjoyed that.
Did you hear about the guy with a 30-pound beer belly that turned out to be a tumor?
That happens more often than you think.
I bet.
Yeah. Every time I watch one of those, like, they're always on BBC. Those shows about, like, something growing inside of you.
Like 30-pound tumor.
Yep. It's that.
Yeah.
That's that.
This guy,
where's he from? How do you know?
Definitely the U.S. I just don't know what state.
Yeah.
Why would I know that?
No, not you. How do you, of course.
Oh,
I apologize.
You're
right. I see how that could have been taken like that. And how rude I would have sounded. Look at you like, what, you idiot? No.
I really tried to pay attention.
How does the gentleman not know? Sorry, I wasn't more specific.
Well, I thought when I clicked on it that this was going to be a big fella and that, he looked like very slim.
Yeah, that's why I'm like, how do you not know?
And he said that he had developed this, what he thought was a beer belly, and it did look like that in pictures. And that the doctors would say, like, you have belly fat that you need to work on. And so he went on this crazy diet and lost weight everywhere else.
No.
Yes, and that's when they knew there was a problem.
Fuck those doctors.
So he goes in for a MRI or whatever the scan is for that area. And they were like, good news and bad news.
Yeah.
Good news is you're going to lose
so much. I totally just walked all over your joke.
But that's true. The crazy part was, again, I watched the video. It was one of those ones that plays automatically. And then at the end, they showed it. They got it out all in one piece, Sarah. And they have a picture of this giant thing.
Well, I suppose that's how you have to do it because you have to like sever all of the blood.
Yes.
What are they called?
Blood vessels?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
And so the doctor is holding this 30 pounds.
Oh,
it looked
my God. Oh, that's like a toddler.
And it was red, bright red. It was fascinating, but I guess that you would call that a tumor, but it was essentially a mass because it wasn't malignant or the scary kind.
Right. Oh, my God.
I bet it feels great now. Yeah. Can you imagine? And
losing 30 pounds.
I told my husband, who's a thin man, and he's like, I think I have that.
Oh, I'm sure.
It's like, oh my God. He's like, there's this bit on my stomach I can never get off. Like, yeah, I have that too, Adam. We all have
that too. We all have that. That's
we
so
all
funny.
have a mass.
Oh my God.
So that was crazy. Yeah.
Weird.
Yeah. But I mean, good to know.
Yeah.
You kind of have to, my grandma always said, you got to be smarter than your doctor.
I love when you say that.
And it's kind of true.
My
you
friend
know your
growing
body.
up, when we were in 2nd or 3rd grade, she started complaining of a stomach ache, and they went to the doctor like 3 times, and 2 different doctors said it was, she's fine. Yeah, well then when her appendix ruptured, and she had to have like 4 surgeries where they just kept going in because she became like septic, and she was out of school for months.
That is terrible.
Horrible.
I have fears about stuff like that.
Yeah. And you know what I just read? Did you see about how doctors just discovered a new organ?
No. Yes, I did, but I didn't read the whole thing.
So what this organ is...
Is it on your spine or...
No, it's in your whole body, throughout your whole body. The same way your skin is an organ.
It's like a nervous system thing, though.
It's a layer of fluid.
Oh, that I don't know.
That's like wrapped around each other organ.
What's it doing?
It's called interstitium. It's like fluid, and they've never been able. Okay,
I don't get this.
This part, I was like, what the actual fuck? Because why is nobody done for more research, and why was everybody just okay with not knowing the answer? So you know how they say, oh, like your body's 70% fluid, and we have a ton of fluid in our body.
Yeah, no, I'm on board. Yeah, I'm all ears here right now.
They knew where 2/3 of that fluid was, but just didn't know where the other third of it was.
I don't know.
We're like, we don't know. It's somewhere in there. We just don't know where exactly it is. What do you mean?
I don't get that.
That's what I said. The organ.
One job.
Right. The article I read said 1/3 of fluid went unaccounted for.
Like without further explanation.
Right. I'm like, who's okay with that? And so how they discovered this is a doctor who was doing colonoscopies discovered there was like an actual structure, or like some sort of a pattern to this fluid under a microscope. And so he's like, oh, maybe it's in all skin. And the reason why we would never be able to really know is all skin and all like samples are looked at on slides.
Yeah.
And by nature, we have to cut into something, and when we do that, all the fluid drains out of it. So the structure that the fluid makes isn't able to be seen once you cut it. You have to look at it intact in the body. You can't just like cut it and look at it into a slide.
What the hell took them so long?
That's what I said, Susie. Thank you. I'm like, you don't just... What were you doing? You were busy making Viagra when we were missing 1/3 of the fluid in our bodies? You know where it wasn't? The penis. Look somewhere else.
Come on.
I couldn't believe it. So now they've discovered this, and why this is really exciting and interesting for like a million reasons. But one of those reasons is because it could explain how cancer spreads so fast to unrelated organs. So like you have liver cancer or pancreatic cancer, and all of a sudden it's in your liver. You didn't even know why.
Well, I'm glad they decided to take a break from whatever the hell they were doing.
Right.
And look into this deadly fluid.
Yeah, thanks butt doctors who discovered this.
No, butt doctors.
Yeah, well, that's the one looking at your colon. It's in your colon. They found it. So
colorectal.
Yeah.
Wow.
And they saw this. And then he went through his own nose, like the scientist. I have to learn more about how he did this. But they said in the article, and then they kind of brushed over this part, and I'm like, I'm going to need more information. They said that he looked for the same structures within his own nose. And I'm like, what do you mean? Like up his nose? Did he cut anything? Was it, how did he?
Well,
so
Sarah,
he found them.
What do you think about those people that are snorting condoms?
I saw that. What? Stop doing that. Well, but also, we were all paying $5 back in the day to see this trick getting done in the freak shows in the days of Coney Island. This is essentially that thing where they've been doing this sideshow people have been doing this for years, and we all watched
with like noodles sometimes,
and like, oh, look at the string, and now it's like when the answer to how it's done goes out. And they figure it out.
Those people are going to be out of work. I love that that's what you're upset about.
They are putting the sideshow industry out of work. They used to eat Tide Pods by the dozen.
That's really funny.
Now no work.
They're going to be in the unemployment line.
Yes.
All because some dope decided to put their condom
long
in there.
Swords. If kids learn how to swallow swords. Forget it.
Why is it condoms, though? I know that
it's got to be long enough. Well, I imagine you would... Well, I would like to say that it's because the teenagers have these on hand.
Okay, good point.
I hope so.
But you would think they'd go for a string or a noodle instead of a condom, because there's all that rubber.
Oh, my God, so much.
And then the ring...
When they pull it through...
What happens?
Have you seen somebody...
No, Sarah. I'm not going to watch that. I'm not going to encourage these hooligans. You've watched, well, of course I have.
And this isn't what, actually it does kind of linger with you for a while.
Why?
Because there's a move that they do with their mouth where it's like like you can feel it as you watch it. That rubber ring being pulled through.
I knew it was that ring that was going to be the trouble.
I feel like the best tool to do this with would be one of those balloons that you make balloon animals with.
Yeah, one of the long balloons.
And they're skinnier top. Right. Hello. But I guess people don't have as many of those on hand. I do,
but... Oh, my God. I don't understand how these things get started. Is it just is that called a charismatic leader?
Yeah, yes.
Well, hold on a minute.
No, we have to talk about
What is this, Adam?
It's adorable how it's delivered.
Adam is walked into the room.
This is great.
With part of an order that that makes sense. Yeah. 2 cups of tea. That sounds very nice.
But
what in the heck is this plate about? Get on the mic.
Tea and biscuits.
Oh, that does look English, like biscuits.
But what came over you?
It's great.
That is so
I love it.
funny.
Also, I love a graham cracker.
Here's the other part. He cut them.
Yes, that's adorable.
Not
that's the cute
on
part.
The line that is perforated.
No, that is perforated.
In my defense, they wouldn't break on the line. Exactly. Maybe I was a little heavy-handed with this graham cracker.
I love it.
Thank you, Adam. That's very sweet.
Thank you. Oh, you're right. He did that. They're in thirds.
I tried.
It makes no
Adam, it's great. I love it. We love it. This will be everybody's favorite segment.
Okay. All right. Wait, I'll try. You just go like that. Well, I mean, that wasn't perfect. It wasn't perfect. You're right. What is with these? Right. All right. Adam's right. I was wrong.
What if that were the 99
really
cent
hot,
store
Sarah.
Version of...
Sarah's going to get greed burn, and I'm here to witness it.
Oh, you mean from the tea? I'm going to blow on it
it's
first.
so hot. What are you doing? Are you crazy?
No, I got it.
Wow.
I got it.
She should start her own sideshow of
I just drink hot tea and stuff. I drink hot stuff.
It's like swallowing fire.
It is.
Except a liquid.
Give me a hot stuff. I'll drink any of your hot stuff. What you got?
Right up.
You got some tea. You got coffee. I'll even take a hot toddy.
You must have really
Oh my God, no problem.
Sarah, if I took a sip of that, I'd have ulcers.
You know, I wonder if there's something to this because this seems odd because you can eat spicier food than me.
Yes.
So what's happening here?
I told Adam about the shishito peppers.
Where you were... I thought Susie was going to walk out on our dinner because she did not get the spicy shishito pepper.
Sarah, everyone she bit into, she's like, "Ooh, I got one of the spicy ones," and I'm like, "Give me one."
It's like 1 in 10 are spicy. Susie doesn't believe it.
No, Adam thinks that it really is because of my tolerance.
Oh, that you just couldn't even tell.
Because I eat peppers every day, so
Yeah.
I think maybe they're just too mild for me, Sarah.
Well, I just drink hot tea every day.
This show has totally turned into just like how we normally are.
Yeah.
Like, this is not our show anymore.
No.
This is just my
family's in town, and I left, and they used to listen to the show way back when we started. And they were like, "Oh, what topic are you going to do today?" I was like, "No topic." You got any ideas? what are we going to talk about today? Yeah, you got any ideas?
We're going to talk about condoms up and nose. Yeah, I mean, that train really derailed, but who cares?
I like it this way.
I like it too, Sarah.
Yeah.
It should be
Sometimes you just got to be you. Yeah.
Don't judge us.
No, don't. Speaking of being you, I was at dinner with my family last night, and I have a sister-in-law who is 11 years old, and she is quite the ham. And there was live music at our dinner, and this woman was singing. And I know my sister-in-law has a good voice, and she really likes to sing, and she likes to perform. And so, I was like, "So Olivia, do you think that one day you'll do something like she's doing?" And she did not miss a beat and was like, "Are you kidding me? I'm going to be way more famous than that broad."
Whoa.
I was like, okay.
See,
all
that's
right.
Generation Z.
She was like...
They all believe they're going to be famous.
She was like, that? No.
Wow.
It's like, oh, okay. So I'm sorry I asked. Like, if you would have asked 11-year-old Sarah, who wanted to be a performer and ended up on reality television, I would have been like, oh, maybe, like, I like to sing, but I don't know if I'm good enough. Not Olivia.
Wow.
So you get it, girl.
I mean, yeah, I appreciate the confidence. That's how I felt when I was a kid. And look where that got me. In nowhere.
Well, you are the host.
That's
you
true,
are one
Sarah.
half of the Brain Candy podcast. You're probably more like 2/3. I'm like that water.
What water?
The water in the body that nobody knows. Exactly.
Yeah.
What water? Thank you for proving my point.
You're that,
that.
interstitium
Like,
fluid.
What do you do? Well, we just know it's there. It's unaccounted for.
Oh, Christ on a cracker. All right. That's all for today then, people. I hope you enjoyed this haphazard edition of the Brain Candy Podcast. Did you leave us a review? Did you subscribe? Did you tell a friend?
Do all those things. Like a checklist.
And we're going to sit here and eat biscuits and have tea. Mm-hmm. Goodbye. Goodbye forever. This podcast is brought to you by Wave Podcast Network. Check out all of our shows, including the Brain Candy Podcast, I Don't Get It, Babes and Babies, Coffee Convos, and Let's Talk About It.